Hey Aquarius, how are you guys doing today? How's everything going? This is Patty with Divine Warrior Intuitive. I'm actually an empath that does tarot, intuitive tarot. It's a little bit different, the way that I get my information and everything, but it's a lot of fun. And you can always go to my channel and look at the about, and it'll tell you how I do that. But first off, I want to give you some really important news. Like I said at the very top, you can go to that little new video. If you subscribe, hit the bell, you'll be able to see when I'm on live or do updates. Live updates or uploads. But if you subscribe, you can go see this little video, or you can even click on it, I think, about scams. Be really, really careful as viewers, and also my just the community in general, the tarot community, that there are some people out there that are wanting to scam off of and ruin it for other people. So if you get anybody that is like from an email, even if it's a Gmail, a lot of the times it's Yahoo. The reason why I know this stuff is I studied criminal justice, and that is my specificity. It is fraud and scams, and I studied this for years. So and I even went to Africa, actually had married an African for a while. Big mistake, but that's a long story for another time. But the thing is that I went and I did research. I investigated. It's a joke to everybody there. They think it's funny. And there's no remorse. But you got to understand that most of the places that do this is a third world country, and they're just trying to survive, and they don't see anything wrong with it. They just don't. So the thing is that if anybody goes into a comment and sees, hey, I have a oh gosh, you know, like a ritualist or a spiritualist or a spell caster. They call them spell casters, or voodoo doctors, or anybody in voodoo, any ritualists they use a lot. Those are probably people that you don't want to send any money to. The thing is that you'll maybe know, if they use Gmail, it's a little harder, but if they leave a phone number on a comment and it starts with 234, that's Nigerian phone number. So no. A lot of the times they'll also use dump phones, which start with a 971 number. They usually will say Texas, somewhere in Arizona, somewhere in Connecticut. Don't ask me why, but those are the big ones, and they'll never be caught because they're called dump phones. As soon as they're done with them, they go dump it and buy another one, because their system is very different as far as phones here. They buy time on credit, so they get credits, and then once that's done and gone, they go get a new phone. It's just very different. So just be mindful. If you have any questions or anything like that, I've dealt with it. I've helped people all over the world in online scams, romance scams, especially these dating sites. Woo-wee! They're loaded. They are loaded. And 90-Day Fiance is real. That does happen. That does happen to people. I've been very blessed to be able to stop some people from losing thousands and thousands of dollars, getting their families involved. Anyway, that's for another story. You're here to see a reading. But I just want to protect the tarot community and your pocketbook, because we work very hard for our money. All right, so Aquarius, let's get the energies going. I've already looked at the planets for the end of the month to see what the planets are doing, and they are still mixed up. They're still frustrated at the end of the month as they were in the beginning. So let's see what the energies are, and I'll share those as I go through the reading. So I'd like to get the energies for Aquarius, please, from the 24th through the 31st. Where are we going with that? Where are we going with these energies for the 24th through the 31st, please, for the Aquarius? Oops. Oh, well, we have always been in solitude, right? With the pandemic, and everybody's still actually doing it. So solitude is one of the energies. That isn't a bad thing. A lot of the times when we're asked to be in solitude, it's time to think about things, you know, where we're going, what we're planning on doing. Are we thinking in the now? Are we thinking in the future? Why are we thinking so far in the future? Because we can't make it happen. A lot of the time the divine sits there and gives us switchbacks when we think we're going to go this way, right? Let me tell you, he's done that to a lot of people lately, including me. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and see what else divine has. Oh, wow, too many Too many, too many. I'm going to take the top one and I'm going to take the bottom one. Okay. Is there anything else? Is there any of those other cards that were more important than what I've pulled, please? Is there any other cards that are more important? Oh, okay. Well, these all go together. So maybe that was one of them. I didn't even pay attention, to be honest. So, solitude. Okay. This makes an interesting. It sounds like somebody's probably healing because there's a sad embrace, slow and steady. So there's something going on that somebody's trying to think and fix in their lives, or try to make it better is what I hear. They're trying to make it better because the field of dreams is actually where you're headed. And which is good because, as I said, the energies of this month are really, I'm going to say this sad embrace is, it doesn't mean a breakup. It doesn't mean a death. It doesn't mean anything like that. What I'm hearing, because of the energies also of the planets, is that somebody's not telling the truth. Somebody's actually sort of broken-hearted because the truth, it wasn't there, or their expectations didn't meet what the reality was. So then it looked like they were not telling the truth. No, they just weren't telling the whole truth. Does that make sense? So that's a whole thing for somebody. The other thing it could be, you need to be more patient. Be more patient, especially during the end of the month. So let me explain a little bit what's going on with the planet. So Venus is moving into Cancer. So we got a lot of things at the end of the month that are actually very illusional, very imaginary, very fantasy kind of things going on. Field of dreams, you know, is it really fantasy? Is it becoming reality? Thing is, from Venus moving into Cancer, it actually can become a reality. And here's the other thing. At the end of the month, from the 27th to the 31st, actually when, I say actually a lot, sorry. When Venus opposes Pluto, we got passion, desire, and all that kind of stuff just boiling up. So love, passion, desires, that kind of thing. But where the sadness comes in, or where you may need to pull back and be in a little bit of solitude with whoever this is that it isn't what it seems. They're not sharing the whole story. Does that make sense? They're not sharing the whole story. You're not getting the whole picture, which is the energy of the whole month anyway. Because the beginning of the month we were uncertain. We didn't have all those energies, or we didn't have the answers. We didn't know what's happening. Things are just sort of like, what the heck is going on? Like 2020. And then at the end of the month, we're getting that. It's sort of a little bit more mellow. It's a little bit more okay because there's romance, or there's passion, desire in there. But still there's like a something ain't adding up kind of thing. Does that make sense? Now that could be for a relationship. That could be for work. That could be for, you know, like for example, maybe you were promised a promotion and maybe you, all of a sudden they're pulling back like, well, we decided not to give that person a promotion. That's what I mean. It's like 2 and 2 ain't adding up to 4. It's adding up to 3 and it stinks. So you got to figure out what happened to number 1. All right. So don't take this sad embrace as it's going to last, because it's not going to. September's energies are becoming really light. Mercury has been going crazy this month. Mercury's been going so fast this month. And so you just got to sort of hold on. Things are going to change. But if that 2 and 2 is not adding up to 4, then you just need to pull back and say, hey, okay, I'll give it a little bit of time. Slow and steady. I'll give it a little bit of time, but I am not going to sit on any lies or anything like that for too long. You're going to have to buck up and tell me the truth. And that's where this comes in, actually. So the Ace of Wands is the beginning of new communication, beginning of something new that's going to be presented. Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands actually likes to flutter a little bit. She likes to go from here to there kind of thing. But she is in touch with her shadow side. She knows, you know, she can be a little manipulator if she needs to. She's very strong and sturdy in what she does. But she knows put it this way, if you're in a relationship or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're starting, they know how to push each other's buttons. They know how to play you, put it that way. All right? So don't let them play you. Be strong and stand in your word. No more games, you know, but you got to take it slow and easy. Have a little patience because, you know, we just need to get through August, because September's energies are going to be changing. I'm excited to look at September's energies for the planets. Yeah. So you're going to be victorious over this. It's communication, has to do with communication. This month is a lot about communication because people are misunderstanding it. So it is going to be okay. It is going to be victorious. And then we've got the King of Pentacles in there in regards to if you guys maybe are concerned about money issues or your career or anything like that. It's going to be okay. Bing. It's going to be okay. All right. All right. Ooh. Oh, and you got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups. King of Cups. 2 kings. Woo, we got some strength there, don't we? King of Cups, King of Pentacles. They look like they're in a little opposition there. Could be like Venus and Pluto here. Because you've got Venus and Pluto, heart and career. Interesting. Interesting. Thing about the King of Cups is, even though maybe the communication isn't perfect, that you're going to be calm about it. If you stay calm about it, you're going to get a lot more to the truth than you would quickly by blowing up and getting angry. You know, just saying, because it's really hard. And if you're nagging, you know what? I know you're not telling me the truth, or I know that, you know, what's going on? Are you okay? You know, people ask, are you okay? You're not acting the same. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know they're not. So don't just push it. Let them come to you. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Because patience. I'm a Virgo, but I'm also Irish. I don't blame myself on that, but I'm very impatient at times. So I have to actually pull myself in and say, is this an ego thing? Is this a earth thing? Is this a spirit thing? If it's anything but spirit, it's time for me to pull those reins back, pull that horse back, make them stop. I'm a horse person. So for those of you guys who don't know, been in horses since I was little. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what else. We got energies from these other cards here. So, and, you know, it's really interesting, but all three readings I did today are a lot of communication. It's interesting that some of the same cards are coming up that, but I want to see who is this. I would like to know who this is. Is this a work person that we're having this communication with? Is this a love relationship that we have need to have this communication with? I would like to know that first. There's another question I would like to ask. But I would like to know what type of person, because we've got career and we've got the heart. So I'm thinking, oh, career. But this is the Ten of, what I love about the Ten of Pentacles is it's everything. So they're not going to give me an answer. They're just going to say it's everything. They're stinkers. So it's harvest, it's money, it's love, it's unconditional, it's everything. They're being stinkers because it's you that knows if it's a matter of the heart or the matter of money. All right. Manifestation, the magician, he's manifesting, and that is all of them. You know, he has the wands, the swords, the cup, and the pentacles on there. Again, everything. So slow and steady in anything that you're doing, your communication towards the end of the week, all that kind of stuff. You've got some good stuff coming. You've got opportunities. These are all cups. So, you know, even though they wouldn't tell me exactly, they're coming up with all cups, probably seeing if I'm going to pay attention to the details. So you're getting an offering, but also too, that offering is the Nine of Cups, which is something of a wish, a desire, but it doesn't last for very long. So whatever you wish and you desire, be careful, as that may be coming your way. Actually, it is coming your way. But you again, these three cards, boom, boom, boom. So it's manifestation of what you want. It's sort of that law of attraction that you're going to have in the end of the month, which is very true, because 27th to the 31st, with Venus going opposing Pluto, then it is about passion, desire, want. So this is a time to ask and be specific about your wish or what you would like to have. You got to be specific. You don't say, "Ooh, this is my time. Okay, I want a house. I want a house." No, you got to say, "I want a yellow house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I want it on 1 acre." You've got to be specific, because otherwise he's going to say, "Okay, well, I'll give you all kinds of houses. I'll give you a dump. I'll give you, you know," just being silly. So, yeah, so that's going to be a big thing for you guys. So there is going to be a little bit of conflict with somebody, which we know that's coming. We sort of know that. Even though it's going to be victorious, it's coming. There is going to be that a little bit. And there always is, isn't there? You're always in disagreement with somebody. And again, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is it's right, bingo. We've got a double Queen of Wands. So that's definitely telling me that, okay, somebody's, a little bit not honest, a little bit fluttering around, beating around the bush. Thank you. So beating around the bush. They're beating around the bush about what they're wanting to talk about. And that's what's going to create a little bit of this, for like my other friend, I have a male friend that beats around the bush all the time. I'm like, dude, just say what you want, or ask me what you want. Don't beat around the bush. Because that doesn't bring balance. It brings nothing. It's got to be a give and a take. This is all about communication. This is all about what's coming up to be offered. There has to be a give and a take. There has to be some type of a balance. There has to be not one person giving a bunch and then the other person not. So you'll want to really be mindful of that give and take. And if you feel like you're giving too much, or they're taking too much, then you need to back it down. Bring it back to that communication where you were offering to communicate, and just make it a calm discussion, and you'll be victorious over that. All right. All right. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful reading. What a beautiful reading. Whoops. Oh, I didn't notice this one upside down. I guess it is with a relationship. I don't know at what level. Relationships can actually be at different levels. I think I put it on the spiritual growth, but I just did a video for Get Balanced 2020 on love. Why love is a dirty word, and the different levels of love, the 5 languages of love. So if you want to watch a love video on really what love is and what it's about, go to Get Balanced 2020 there, and you'll see it. You can't miss it. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything else for you guys. Anything? Divine, is there anything else that I am missing? I'm noticing, so some of you don't know, but I talk to the Divine and try to do a recap in case I'm missing something. So I'm noticing that we're talking about communication, whatever the situation is for this couple. It looks like I've got 2 things going on here. So I have a couple, and there actually is some communication issues. Somebody is really sad. It has to do with the heart. It has to do with something not being told truthfully or being hidden. So I'm getting that. I'm also getting that we've got a matter of a career, a matter of it's all, oh, okay, thank you. I missed that. So there is a matter of career and heart. So somebody's fighting about something between the heart and the career. It's just like you want to go do something else, but your heart wants to go do it. But it's just like, what about the money? What about the advancement? What about this kind of thing? So they're telling me to really weigh in to your spirit on what this might be, if this is a career thing for you. I'm also getting divine that there is a lot of matters of the heart in relations to manifestation of a wish, of a dream, is what I'm understanding. And since this has come up right after this, I'm wondering if this has to do with maybe marriage, maybe a move in, maybe something of that. If I'm missing that, please let me know now. There is going to be a little bit of imbalance. Okay, thank you for that. So they're saying that if it is for a relationship and you're thinking about moving in together or whatever, you have to get those things cleared away and make sure that you're both on the same page. You're both in balance with each other, same morals, concepts, especially, you know, when you move in together with somebody, the chances of having children, that you're raising children with the same morals, concepts, patterns, things like that. So if my understanding is there correctly, please, if there's anything else that I'm missing, I understand that we do have to get, number one card out was solitude. We do have to step back at the end of the month with all these planets and energies that we're to allow somebody else's perspective to be their perspective and let our perspective be our own. If there's anything else that I am missing, please share that with me now. Okay. So 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Queen of Wands. Okay, now we have a triple. That's a first in a long time. Queen of Wands. So again, that is really a huge key to me as a reader. To see that 3 times, that is massive power that somebody is beating around the bush. They're not being honest. You're going to have to get down to the bottom of it. And that's where it's going to be slow and steady. You don't just go in there like a bull. You're going to have to take it slow and steady. It has to be something constant. And you know, whatever the truth comes out, if you just embrace it. 4 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, again, another heart and another 4 of Swords. Communication, communication, communication. Truth, truth, truth of the heart. Get matters to the heart. That's huge. That is a huge, huge reading, Aquarius. So, I guess for the end of the month, just take it slow and easy because things are going to be a little bit anxious because it has to do with the heart. There's passion, there's love, desire. So understand that you need to step back and embrace yourself. Don't be sad. Things are changing and it's going to be okay. But we just don't know which way they're going to go. But the way that I see it's going to go is actually up. It's all going to be better. Even though if it doesn't look like it now, boop, 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 it's going to go up. All right? And again, thank you if you've gotten this far, thank you. Please subscribe. And if you want to watch the collective for the beginning of the month, September, hit subscribe and the bell and you'll be notified when I'm on live. I'm going to be doing that. And also, too, it helps us as a new channel. And go to the other little quick video about the scams. I just don't want people to lose money. You know, we work hard for it. So I will see you on the collective or for next week. Take care. Until then, love you guys.